Today we are in Universal Studios, and what will we be doing, Dad?
Today we're gonna do something special. We're gonna be walking around Universal Studios showing what kind of attractions or recommendation we got for the attraction for plus size guests like me. That way you know what to expect, what to ask or not to ask, you know, because sometimes people get worried. Like if I was to pay a lot of money to come to the parks, I will be concerned that I get here and I may not be able to ride anything. I'll be scared, and just like some of you, I do feel embarrassed as well. But I'm gonna show you different ways that you may be able to fit, and if you're not able to fit, I'll basically bring the bright side of things so you continue to have fun with your family no matter what. So with that said, if you are brand new around here, hi, this is Cool Case Adventure. Welcome to our family. And our main mission is to help you have fun when you come here to Central Florida or any theme parks. With that said, family, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Awesome, because I am. So what are we waiting on?
I don't know, so let's go. But wait, Mom, hit the intro.
Mom, hit it. We are right in the entrance of Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit, and some of you love roller coaster a lot. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not so much of a roller coaster fan anymore, but here I am. My mission is to show you all 4 rides in here that you can find the test seating for different rides and explain attraction per attraction what you could expect for the seating. For example, here at Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit, you can find the test seating right over there. Before we move forward with more explanation, I know the question is gonna come as of how tall I am, how much I weigh, all my sizes and all that. So I'm 5'8", and I weigh approximately 335 pounds. Where I pack most of my weight pretty much are either on the thigh area, the hips area, and on my butt. Also, I usually, even when I was skinnier, I had issues on rides that are very narrow because of the size of my shoulder, due to the fact that I've been lifting weights most of my life. So by also gaining weight, it doesn't help that I have wide shoulders and wide back, as you can see. And I also wear a size 2X and 3X. So 3X if I want to be super comfortable like this, but as you can see, I still have enough space over here for my waistline, and size 44 to 46 depending the pants. So I find most of my issue also in attractions are with my thighs, because they tend to be bigger. Again, I used to lift weights, and also my calf section, because I do have a lot of, some muscle in here. So it doesn't matter if I'm here in Universal or I go to Disney, I usually struggle. If it's not for my belly or my hip or all that, sometimes I fit very comfortably, but I'm super uncomfortable either for my calves or my hips or my shoulders. So keep in mind that don't go by the number. No matter what you do, every time that you come, try it out, because you just never know. I'm a firm believer that mass distribution is different on everybody's body. So don't go by my height or my weight and all that. Always come over here and try it out, because you'll be surprised how many rides you may be able to fit that I don't fit. This is how the actual seats look like. So you got an example of row 4, which is the regular seat, and it's basically a bar that goes over your belly. And just so you know, row 3 is a modified seat. So this is row 3, and over here, if you come over here, this is where you're gonna see red or green. This is where you're gonna see it. So obviously mine is red, and if you actually see it over here, it's stopping me right over here by my thighs, right over here. Now the team member actually encouraged me to try row 4 just in case. Now also they recommend you to remove everything from your pocket, because that helps us. Like every inch counts. Row 4 now, and it's even worse. Now row 3, I can tell you right now, the difference between row 3 and row 4 is that row 3 you're actually deeper. Row 4, I'm actually over here, it's not as deep. So obviously I don't fit here at this roller coaster. Now, if you're hearing this beep, it's because my son Kaleo is able to feed it, and there's the green light. If you're watching this channel for the first time and you're a plus size person and you want to find a group on Facebook, there's a group called Universal Orlando Plus Size Riders. I highly suggest that you follow them because there's a lot of good information and a lot of support going on in that group. It's one of those Facebook groups that is super respectful and you feel nothing but understanding and love. So make sure you follow them in Facebook, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just put their link down in our description in this video. Now, if you're watching from that group, thank you so much for the opportunity. And once again, I'm just trying to help you guys as much as we can by putting my, once again, being vulnerable and putting myself out there just so I could share cool content with you guys and you guys know what to expect. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep showing you different attractions. We're not gonna be able to do every single one of them, but we'll just talk about it and show you the other 3 test seating that have here in Universal Studios. All right, so just standing in this corner over here, we got Shrek the Ride, and basically Shrek the Ride, as far as I remember, it's like a theater style seating, and because it's 4D, the seating move now. There's no lap bar, there's no restraints, there's nothing. So this is something again that if you feel like, oh my God, am I able to ride anything? Whatever reason you don't fit, don't get discouraged. You always have rides like Shrek and also Despicable Me over here that you may be able to do. The other thing you could do in these rides, I hate to put it that way, but if you basically ask them for better seating, sometimes they have like benches on the back or things allocated for handicap. What they do is if they're not being utilized and the seat is uncomfortable, I have seen where they actually allow guests to sit on like the benches and all that, so they experience the rides. Now, Despicable Me is a little bit different. It has a lap bar. All right, so one of the newest shows here in Universal Studios is the Born Stuntacular. You've never been here. Pretty much at this point is a theater. It's theater style. This corner over here is where you can find the horror makeup show. And if you're looking for the seating, basically it's theater style. So again, it's one of these things that if you're able to fit on the regular movie theater, fine, with no issues, you should not have any problem with this. So now we're about to do the oldest ride here in Universal Studios.
And my favorite.
And Karen's favorite. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna actually go in there. And I want to say I never had any issue riding this ride before. I just remember the seats are a little bit uncomfortable, the bike riding.
Because it's simulating that you're on a bike.
Right,
it
right.
Can be the most comfortable.
So it's a little bit uncomfortable, but it's a lap bar.
Right.
So, and then I believe they do have like a bench seating. We're gonna ask when we go there, and then we'll show it to you guys, and we're able to find it. So. Hey, so if you've never seen a ride with a lap bar, this is
the lap bar.
If you've never seen a lap bar, this is how the lap bar fits me over here. So it's not as bad now. The problem is the seat for me because I have too much hips. Also here in the ET ride, if you're on the plus size, you know, they do have this bench over here that is actually more comfortable than sitting over here because you may not fit over there. So valuable information about the plus size seating in here. After I stopped recording, I started talking to the team member. Team member actually said that you could actually request the bench seating, and all you have to do is just wait for a little bit, and then they'll, you know, once it arrives, they'll seat you on that back seat. It's a lot comfortable, believe me. Alrighty guys, so if you feel that we're helping you out and we're sharing any valuable content with you, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're brand new around here, do us a favor, subscribe to our channel for more content like this one, where we take you all over Central Florida and theme park, sharing from our family to yours. So do us a favor, share this content with your family and friends, and also like and subscribe. So right now in front of the Simpson ride, the seating over here is basically a lap bar. So pretty much what you're seeing over here. So if you got a question on how that's gonna look, always look for Simpson family over there, and that's exactly how the vehicle of the ride looks like. And where Bart is actually holding himself, that will be that lap bar tends to go down. And here we are at the entrance of Men in Black, MIB, Alien Attack. So pretty much this one is a lap bar. This one has like individual seating in the same vehicle. So as we speak, I'm gonna start posting a picture in your screen so you could see an example of how that looks like. And pretty much I feel like anybody should be able to ride it. Like I don't have no issues riding this one. Or if you've never ridden this one before, keep in mind this one spins around a lot.
Spins a lot. It's like a shooting game. You're gonna have to like aim for stuff, but then if you get hit, your car spins.
You're spinning a lot.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. It's time for us to go to Diagon Alley. And if I'm not mistaken, Escape from Gringotts over here will have a modified seating. And so here we are in front of Escape from Gringotts. And if you're looking for the test seats, are located back there. So you know what to expect. This is how the actual ride looks like. So this is the test seat. And they ask you to try it, you know, before you go in there. And you can see, look at how the normal seating look like. So as you pull the lap bar down, it's kind of hard, but if you come over here, you're not able to get the green. You see now it's blue. So this is pretty much the farthest that it will go for me.
But it's more because of your legs.
It will be more for my legs.
Yes. It's what's stopping you right now.
Yeah, right now.
There's still room. There's
So
still
look at
room
that
in the
room
belly.
that I still have over here. I continue to be in front of Escape from Gringotts, and I did try the modified seating. Just so you know, it's located on row 3 and 6. So always look for that, or you could ask a team member for row 3 or 6, or just tell them I'm a modified seating. But believe it or not, I was not able to fit. And here's the weird part. Compared to this test seat over here, the actual modified seating, it reminded me a little bit of the Velocicoaster seating, where it's like a curve and it pushes it, at least for me, because I have a lot of hips and thigh, my butt, and the side area. I feel like I was being pushed up. So unlike the test seating, the problem was not the actual leg range. It was actually my butt. So by pushing me out, I wasn't able to get the bar down, which I found it kind of odd. So when I tried this test seat over here, it feels more comfortable than the one in the modified seating. Completely odd. So now we're in front of Jaguar Express King Cross. So what's so special about this?
There's no seat belts. There's nothing. It's just a bench.
So anybody should be able to ride it.
Anybody is able to fit.
As long as you buy a ticket for 2 parts.
Yeah.
You're able to ride it and go to the other part. Seats like Gringotts and seats like Rip Ride Rocket, it is better if you sit down first and have somebody, a friend or somebody, a family member, push it down for you. I've seen people doing that and it actually works fine, because the team member may help you, but the team member is gonna ask you, hey, is this as far as I can go? So they're not gonna dare to push it too hard. I mean, obviously, I don't blame them.
Try their best to get you to
Right.
the ride. So
Now,
they're gonna push, but obviously not hurting you.
This one over here is Fast and the Furious Supercharged.
There's no seat belts. There's no lap bars. It's just a bench. But there is an area where you can hold if it gets really
Because
bumpy.
you're in a party bus. We happen to be in front of Transformer The Ride 3D, and this one is another one that you might be able to enjoy. Why, Kalel?
So you sit down and it's one bench and then it's one lap bar that you pull down for the row.
For the row.
Yeah, for a row.
So the whole family is able to fit comfortably. So I don't see, I mean, for example, I've never had an issue sitting in there. Now right here in front of the Mommy, and if you're actually wondering where the test seating is located, unfortunately, I said unfortunately, happens to be right in the middle, and it's just one of those spots that anybody can see you. That's my only issue with this test seating, to be honest with you. I like when they make the ride, on the rides they make it hidden, so you know you don't feel embarrassed and all that. But this is the actual test seat over here, right in the middle of the line. And you could always ask one of the team members and they'll walk you back here for you to try. So I'm going to.
We're looking for a yellow tab. So as you can see on this one, you got the red and then into the yellow.
Right.
All right. Oh,
So you're looking for yellow.
yellow. Now on yours, you are almost in the yellow.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say if you were to have success, you would do row 4 on an edge seat. So the vehicle is actually 4 seats in a row, and you would need to be on one side or the other. However, I cannot promise you to be able to ride. I would give you 25% chance of success.
Right now, even though it's almost there, it's almost there, so you can see it. Maybe.
You can see where the yellow is.
Brother.
You will still be right there. It's almost there, so you still need to ride on ask for the 4th row and the outside,
Exactly.
the outside seats.
Exactly, and hopefully somebody of your party can help you pushing it down.
Push it down.
I can tell you right now, well, my buckets are over here, so I don't have anything, but it's kind of uncomfortable right over here. All right, so now we are right in front of the Jimmy Fallon ride, which on this one I have ridden before, and you can find the test seat right here towards the right side of it. So as you can see, this one is not that bad. I wish all the rides will have enough wideness over here. All that it is you're sitting over here, and you got it has a seat belt. Here's a seat belt. So all you have to do is ask for a seat belt extender, and they will provide you with that. So for me, who has been having an issue everywhere, as you can see, including mommy, this shouldn't be a problem. So not bad at all. So if you were trying to find something comfortable that you can do, highly recommend you to do this one. One of the most comfortable ones that I've seen so far. All right, so even though you're not able to ride some of the cool rides that you want to because you don't meet their restriction, there are other things that you could do over here, such as like watching the Blues Brothers to have fun. I mean, there's so many things that you could do in Universal Studios that you don't have to like completely ruin your day because you weren't able to feed on a ride that you wanted to. I know it's kind of disappointing. I've been there. You saw it. I've been there. Luckily for me, I've done it before, but if this is like your first time and you're having a hard time with it, please understand there's so much to do over here. I mean, Universal's great with entertainment, and we just show you other things that you could do, like shows and stuff.
Shows and something like that. There's another one over there that they do steel jumps, like buckets and stuff like that. So you just have to go around and look for other stuff to do. And try not to, if you're not able to ride a ride,
don't ruin your
the
day.
rest of your day.
There you go, guys. You got it. A day here in Universal Studios, just showing you the different test seats, showing you or explaining to you the rides, making recommendations to you. Always remember when you're testing or you're about to sit down, empty out your pockets. That helps a lot. Have somebody with you so they can help you pushing. Give it a little push, you never know. Also, don't get discouraged. Like I said, everybody's different. You still can have a blast in this park. There's so much to do, so many things to enjoy. So don't get discouraged. Don't compare yourself too much to me. Everybody's different. Everybody's mass distribution is different. I feel like everybody should try it no matter what. And even if you don't fit in the test seat, continue to go through those queue lines. The queue lines are amazing. Every single queue line has something to showcase, and we highly encourage you guys to go and experience the queue lines and then try it out inside. You never know. I heard of people that they try it on the test seat, they don't fit, and they go inside for whatever reason. The team members give them a treat or another recommendation, and they ended up fitting. So you just never know. So anyway, we hope we were able to help you. We love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, but sadly this adventure has ended. And with that said, we want to remind everybody to
subscribe.
And smash the like button and turn that bell for notifications.
Big comment down below. Always remember to
smile out, be great.
Be cool.
and stay awesome. See you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Boom. See ya.
Bye.